Hello friends, welcome to the Move It Mama podcast. This started many years ago as a way to connect more with you outside of our workouts. Each week you can expect us to chat about anything and everything as we muddle our way through life. If you want to work out with us, you can join us on the app at app.moveitmama.co.nz, and if you enjoy listening to us on our podcast, hit like and subscribe.
Hi.
Oh, that was aggressive. Have you got chat today?
Yeah, I do. I actually find life really hard.
Yeah.
So at the end of my workout today, I said, I don't know about you guys, but do you get like a little bit of pang of anxiety about getting kids out of the house? Like after you finish your workout, you're like, okay, I've got a little window to have a coffee, so I'll try and just focus on that and enjoy that moment. But I've just got these other really pressing tasks to get done that I get like a sort of surge of anxiety of like, you know, it's a bit hard.
And you've got a lot, you know. You've got more
do
than
you
the average person. I do, you know, you do.
Yeah, but it's so funny because then you think, oh yeah, but what's she complaining about? Her kids are old. They should be all just getting themselves ready, doing their breakfast, getting their lunches. They should be doing that.
Nah.
And that's understandable that you can say that. But until you're in it, you don't realize that it's still really hard. And I also have really, really noticed my eyelids hooding. like I've never noticed this now. I'm into my 44th year of life, which is a privilege. It's just so funny that I see these hooded eyelids now. And then I think in my 45th year of life, do they hood down even more so that by the time I'm 49, I don't have eyeballs visible?
What's it called? The surgery? Like a bleef something?
It costs too much money.
Blephaplasty? What is it?
Yeah. But I wonder, is that normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
Some people don't have. Anne Hathaway does
You've
not
been
have hooded
spending
eyelids.
time in Christchurch this weekend. Normal.
Anne Hathaway does not have hooded eyelids.
Nah, she ain't. She's looking really beautiful in that film, isn't she?
Has she had blasphemy?
She's probably had a number of things that she has access to. You know,
I have a
that
friend.
the clip of Emily Blunt with her sort of like ice roller thing and her eye
I thought
patches
of you
on.
with that.
Yes,
It was
so did
hilarious.
Mum.
I have never done that. I'm wondering about. It's really, really funny because 6 months ago, I was looking at people's necks.
And now you're
And then
looking
I've
at
sort of
people's-
taken attention to my neck and I don't feel as like conscious of my neck anymore. I've been really good at moisturizing with Cetaphil.
Wow.
What?
Do you think it's gotten better? It's looking pretty good.
Definitely think that it's got more under control. It's
You
not as crazy.
Are you gatekeeping anything?
What do you mean?
Well, that
I
like
put my tretinoin on, the
tretinoin.
cream.
Yeah.
So
We
I've
haven't
got
talked about tretinoin.
No, we haven't because I don't know about. I just haven't really. So tretinoin.
Yeah, it's really
It's a
Norrish.
cream that you can get from your doctor. And a podcast listener told me about it a while ago. She was like, Lise, I've been meaning to tell you about this cream you can get from the doctor. And it's like retinol, high dose retinol, but you have to be very careful when using it and you can only get it from the doctor. So I went to the doctor like, I don't know how long ago. Probably 2 months ago.
Yeah, it would be.
And I got tretinoin and I just use it as it's just like a cream and you have to be very careful with using it and you need to read the instructions and you need to talk to your doctor about it. But it's just like a cream. So I cleanse my face at night and put this cream on, then I put moisturizer on and stuff. And I've
Doing it on your neck.
Well, I very carefully introduced my neck to this cream. You got to be very careful.
What'd your neck say?
My neck's saying, like,
Lovely to meet
up,
you,
baby.
pretty noiny.
Anyway, hilarious now that I'm like looking at eyelids. So yeah, that's my story. What do you look at? Foreheads.
Does your treat go on your lids? Can't, can it?
No
Too
way.
sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, so but my a friend from rugby, she's had that operation.
Oh,
And I
wow.
remember when she had it done because her husband was like, yeah, she's not going to be here for like a couple of weeks. She's just had something done. And I'm like,
Does she look awesome?
what what has she done? And like he sort of sneakily tells me things, but I don't, he's just like, she doesn't want anyone to know.
Yeah. She just,
Anyway, she's since told me that she's had that done. And yeah, they look great. But like she said, oh, it was fine, but it cost her so much money.
how much does it cost?
Well, I can't really remember, but I think she possibly said like, don't quote me because I could be wrong because my retention is not great. But like between ten and $20,000.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Who's
What's
like
it called?
bless for me.
Blef, blef, blefar,
And you can't
blepharitis.
really like, with forehead wrinkles, you could have a fringe. Like mum's got a fringe. I can't really have a
Blepharoplasty.
fringe over my eyelids.
No,
You could have fake, oh, but maybe a lash lift would help.
blepharoplasty. Um, I had a lash lift for the first time last week. Did
Has
you
it
know
helped your
that?
eyelids? Yeah, you told me. And you thought
Oh,
it was quite uncomfortable, but is it a great result?
nah, I don't care. I like all good, but like nah, too long, too expensive.
Oh,
Not
and I saw my neighbor and she does eyebrows and stuff. And I said, oh, I need to come to you because like I don't ever do that kind of thing.
where I
And
would
she's
do it
like,
as if I was going on holiday. Then yeah, cool.
she was like, yeah, you should come. You should come. And then I said, your eyebrows are so nice. She said, yours are better than mine. And I'm like, now that she said that, I'm like, well, why would I go
Oh yeah,
do anything?
yeah,
But
no.
then I was thinking of Anne Hathaway's eyebrows, how they were rude about her eyebrows in the movie Devil Wears Prada. And I'm like, her eyebrows were great. What were they on about? And mine like Anne Hathaway's.
Got great brows. We don't. It was just part of the film, wasn't it? She had great brows. Just Emily Blunt being a bitch. Like I like her role. Um, so the lash lift I would do say for a holiday because I can't really wear mascara because I put mascara on it all ends up here. So this definitely does something. I did like it, but it's just a bit too long and a bit too expensive really to repeat for me. Not worth that. Um,
What did it cost you?
for that and my eyebrows, normal thing that I do to my eyebrows, I think it was $100.
Holy moly. I'm a bit conflicted about what we need to spend money on. So I get my nails done.
Yeah, and that's spendy years
I've dabbled in my anti-wrinkle, which I'm not going to be doing anymore
for the
for the
foreseeable.
foreseeable.
Not
It
with
might
this,
change,
yeah.
but for this year, I'm not doing it.
Hmm.
And my nails, I keep thinking that's an expense too.
Yeah, I know.
But
Um,
like,
mm, yeah. I just figure, yeah, the nail thing, you get addicted, don't you?
are nails even like that cool? Like, when I see people without nails now, I'm kind of like,
Lovely.
lovely.
Love
Oh,
that.
you too. Are you a
Mm,
bit like that?
yeah. Not
Same.
my nails though. They look
Neither.
rancid.
And my hands are gross.
Um, the tretinoin thing is really funny because I followed suit to try and go to the doctor. Just FYI, everybody, I went last week, and then I got given something different called Differin, and it's having since Googled the shit out of it, it feels like it's just not as
No,
good.
well, the reason is Jess has texted me going, I've put it on or whatever. And I was like, have you made sure you've taken it off? She was like, what do you mean? I said, you got to put it on for like 2 minutes the first night and then you wash it off. And then the next night you put it on for like 2.5 minutes and then you wash it off. And then the next night you put it on for like 5 minutes and then you wash it off. And then you do that for a few weeks until you can build up your skin so you don't burn your skin. It's quite potent if you don't get your skin prepared. My skin seemed to take to it really well. I didn't flake. So it says so when you've used this tretinoin cream every night and you've built up, and you've got to make sure you have a thick moisturizer and stuff like that. You even can sandwich it. You can put the moisturizer on first with a bit of the tretinoin and then moisturizer again. You've got to be careful because you can, your skin will start to flake after like I think it was like 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. You might find that. And I didn't actually find that really. And I think it's because I've had, I used to go to my friend, I've been 3 times for that needling, and that stimulates, when you do that needling, I think it stimulates like cell renewal and all that kind of stuff. So my skin kind of took to it quite well. So Jess is like, what? No, the doctor did not tell me to do that. But then she Googled and was like, oh, I've been given something different and it's not as
It's a gentler thing.
potent, like
Yeah.
it's a bit more gentle. But yeah, it's worked out totally fine for me. And I think that I really feel like my skin is rejuvenated. But then I was looking at old photos like a year ago and my skin looks the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all bullshit, eh?
Probably just care too, probably just looking at ourselves far too long, you know?
But my doctor that gave it to me is an older lady, the one that said use QV, and this will be great for you. She's just like, you don't need all those really expensive moisturizers and serums and stuff. So that was kind of what I was like, okay, well, and she's like mum's age, and she was lovely and just she was really like pro it. So that was cool.
It's looking very glowy though, which is different. Like it hasn't been as glowy as it is now. So
Do you know with the eyelid thing? I was looking at like the women that have got these lovely, some women's eyes have got this like a I remember mum saying years ago about there was someone I don't even know, but making comment on there's a big gap between the eyebrow and the eye. So you've
mm,
got like a lovely eyeshadow palette. Do you know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
No.
Like, well, I wouldn't put eyeshadow on my eyelids because I just feel like there's no point. There's no eyelid to shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. I don't really know what you're talking about. You said you remember mum saying something about what?
I just remember
Like
there was a girl, and I don't know.
that
There's
put
just
eyeshadow on or who didn't?
no, like with your eye region, you can have a bigger gap between the eye mascara, like the
Mm.
eye what are these called? Lashes,
Lashes and the
to then
brow.
your brow. So you've got more space to work with like makeup or eyeshadow. You've
Like
got quite a nice,
are you
don't
but are
worry.
you saying
I
if you've
feel
got a
like
big space, you
it's
should do
lovely.
something,
No,
right?
just lovely for that, and I
Oh yeah.
don't. And
Oh
so
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then with my hooded eyelids now, like the eyeshadow would, not that I own any, would like collect in the two like hoods.
Mm. Um,
Lucky I've got eyes and I'm alive.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Change the subject.
Yeah. Okay. So we both saw Devil Wears Prada last night. And you went earlier than and you text me and I was on my way home and you said, have you seen it? I said, yeah, I have. That was fun. And you said, I nearly fell asleep 3 times. Hey, that's interesting. I think you've got quite high standards across lots of facets of life, eh?
I
Or you don't like watching much.
I've decided I am quite unusual because most people like watching over reading. Like my husband would never read, he'd just watch. He loves watching. You love watching. Dorian would love watching. Mum loves watching. Dad does not really like watching.
Truth.
When I was thinking in my head about the movie, I thought of my father so much. Like I just thought, oh my God, like I am just morphing into him so bad. Like I just thought, what a fucking waste of money. $25. My highlight was the pop. My friend bought us all from home, made paper bags of popcorn and Maltesers, which together is such a lovely mix, salty sweet. And I also bought licorice chocolate logs and some snippets. Do you remember those snippets, soy crisps that you can get from the bulk bins?
Yeah.
I bought those to share, and that was and we got sodalies, and that was just so fun. I loved seeing Anne Hathaway in her outfits, and she's so beautiful, and just like I love her hair. It made me think of your hair, and wow, you didn't chop it. How good! I bet you were stoked with that, seeing her long hair.
Except mine is like a bit, it's feeling too short now, eh? Like it was real long, but it isn't.
No,
It's not
no,
short.
no, no.
Yeah,
It's long.
yeah.
But yeah, it was so boring.
I am on the flip side of like, oh, this is worth every dollar. I love being in the cinema, even if the film's half good. So yeah,
No, I
it's
got
just
to a
a
point in it going,
preference.
fuck, this is a long one. Is this going to end soon? Hope so.
Oh, gutted. I'm gutted for you. But
I don't
there's
be
a
gutted for me.
positive though, and that is that you like, you like your home environment and the books that you read.
I just felt like the actual movie was quite shit. Like there was what was the storyline that she was going to get her business taken off her and then she got it back. Oops,
Yeah.
I shouldn't really say that. Sorry, I've read it for people.
Spoiler. I mean, there was this to me a similar vibe
And there was
storyline in the
no hot
first.
guys. I said that to Dan. There was no hot guys, and there was no real romance.
Interesting that they chose an Aussie again.
Terrible. And he's off Offspring, eh?
I don't know. I don't remember, but
Oh, I
and
do.
I didn't dislike him.
He was lovely,
Yeah.
but he didn't suit her. It was weird. And I just think that it was really like no one raved about it in my group of girls. Like everyone was like, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was just that's the Devil Wears Prada vibe. It's not going to be a
No,
blockbuster
the
like fuck that was
first Devil,
so good.
I reckon the first one was better.
Don't you just think though because it was novel and it was new?
I literally chat GPT through towards the end of the movie. I went like this to my phone and I put in chat GPT, what is the general consensus of Devil Wears Prada 2?
While you
And
were watching.
I was real gutted because it was actually quite positive.
Yeah, because I think it is what it is. It's sort of, it is like, this was Shah went to Wuthering Heights, which Shah was like appalled. She was like, I can't believe you thought I'd like that, Jess. That was such rubbish. And I was just like, sometimes you go into a movie and you take it for what it is meant to be. Like, Wuthering Heights was not meant to be a replica
I
of the
think
book. And
like I was shocked that I was excited to be like, oh, I like hope mum and you think the same.
mm,
Because I
mm,
actually, because when it ended, my friend next to me was like, well, don't ask me what that was about. I was like, oh my God, I know. Like, what the heck? Like, it, and then mum replied, like, loved it.
mm,
I was like, wow, not me, but maybe I'm my father's daughter.
mm.
I
Um,
like a bit more depth. I'm like, if I'm going to pay for like an experience and make the effort of like parking and going to the movies and like having a popcorn bag and bringing extra treats and a drink and a soda, like, and like, I want a bit of depth. I think my life now, I don't want small talk. I want depth. Like my smarty novel. I said to mum, my books are better, far
mm,
better.
mm. It's like people on social media who we blame the algorithm for not seeing our stuff, but people just need depth in a post for them to engage. You
Gossip. Mm.
hey, what about
Yeah.
watching 50 Shades of Grey the other day? What did that
Yeah, I
have
haven't
depth?
finished that because it's how do you watch that in my lounge with children
No,
around?
no, you
It's just like
can't.
constantly just like pause, change it, like turn it off, turn
Yeah,
it off.
yeah.
Um, no, I'm a bit over. I don't think I'll finish that, to be fair. I watched that because you watched that, but also the friend at rugby, another different friend, was like, "Oh, I watched that the other night." God, I was like, "Oh gosh," so I thought I'd do put that on, but yeah, I have watched that in over a few nights, and I mean, I don't know. I got into stalking her because she's very beautiful, too. Like I wasn't that fussed in the movie, but then upon further stalking, she's so beautiful.
I loved how that woman on Devil Wears Prada said, "Give me your card, thanks. I'll stalk you later." Like I liked that
Oh, I
joke.
didn't hear that. I think I was a bit tired too because I've been taking progesterone in the second half of my cycle, and at around 3 p.m. I get quite tired, and
And
it was
that's when you were
3 p.m.
watching. Yeah, that's a shame. Um, what was I going?
Can you hear the background? There's something going on in the offices and it's really noisy.
Nah, can't.
Okay.
Um, oh, I had something else to say. I can't quite remember. Uh,
Should I tell you the story like about Mother's Day?
yeah,
So
please.
a few days ago, a parcel was delivered to Dan and I was like, oh, what's this about? And he's like, oh, I don't know. he was lying on the bed when I came in and dropped it off to him. And then I just like left the room because I was like, oh, must be something he's ordered. And then I saw the parcel under the bed the day before Mother's Day. And I was like, is that for me? That's like huge. So
Wrapped
Dan,
up,
no,
just still sitting there.
yeah, just like in the kind of bag under his side of the bed.
Oh, okay. So you were kind of your ears prickled a little bit
Yeah, and I was like, should
because
I
he's not
look?
opened it.
Yeah, no, it's kind of open. Like it's the post bag's kind of open, but it's like got tissue around it or something. Like I can't see, but it's under the bed. But I'm in my getting dressed and I looked to the right and I can see the bed and I saw it under there. Oh, was that for me? That's weird. Or is it not for me? And should I not get my hopes up? Like, has he got me a present for Mother's Day? This is very odd. Maybe he's learning. And so I'm like, I should check to see if it's for me or not check. What would you do?
Definitely check. I mean,
I didn't.
odd place to hide it, not
No,
hidden,
it's
it seems.
not. It's just and so I went in and I said, "Oh, hey, what was it? You know how you got the parcel the other day? Like, what was it?" He's like, well, why?" And I was like, "Was it for me? Is it under the bed?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, is it for Mother's Day?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my God, cute. Like, that's really kind. Thank you. You've bought me something. Oh my God. Like, what is it?" And so then on Saturday night, I was at the circus with my two children, which I will never go back to either.
You've had a dud weekend of watching. Next minute, you're just buried deep
I'm
in
really
smut
nervous because in a
Kindle.
week and a half, I'm taking one of my sons, my eldest child, to a musical. He's so excited about it, and I'm like, oh God, it better be good. Anyway, I come Saturday night at the circus, I text Dan like quickly, like, so what's going on in the morning? Because with the kids had sport, and who's taking who, and where are we going? And then he said, I can do Carlos because he was early. He needed to be at the park for 8. And I said, okay, I might stay in bed and read, and you can bring my coffee to me in bed. It's feeling like Mother's Day. Like I'd never do that. And I used to before cancer, I would often say if I could, if sport wasn't on or whatever, I'd like lie in bed a little bit and Dan would bring me a coffee. But like he can't do that anymore. Well, he hasn't been able to do that anymore. But I thought possibly he could do that on Sunday. So he's like, yeah, dream. I said dreamy, and he replied with dreamy. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, he knows that's that. And so then I get home that night, and I actually sit down at my desk and write a big bloggy thing for Mother's Day on
That was
Sunday
really
to
good. Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
And in the morning, I wake up, and he goes out, and I'm thinking, okay, well, he'll bring me my coffee when he does his, and I will finish editing this post because I'll just update, about the coffee situation and that I hopefully am going to be hearing the beans grind soon. And then I posted it. And then within it's like now 7-ish. And I'm like, okay, I thought that I'd be having my coffee by now. And then the little boys then came in with their cards and presents. And Dan comes in and he's in a rush. And I'm like, where's my coffee? And he's like, I've got no time, babe. I've got no time. I've been like having my pills and but had to give my breakfast. And I was just like, are you serious?
Dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded.
Hmm.
He did say earlier on, do you want your presents and stuff now? I was like, no, I don't mind. It's not my birthday. Just when the kids wake up, they can just bring me in the cart or whatever. Anyway, so I didn't get my coffee and I was like, we're gonna but then I was so rude because the little boys came in with their cards and I was just worried about the coffee. And then they had their cards and like their presents that they got from the Mother's Day stall that I had to put money on their little flexi card to buy a present for me. And I didn't give them much time for their cards because I was pissed off about my coffee.
Did you say, I thought we had an agreement that we agreed was dreamy? What's the deal there? Like, what planet are you on
Oh,
this
babe, it's not that
morning?
big a deal. Like the boys should be making the coffee anyway because I like, yeah, right. Like, how fussy I am with my coffee as if I'm going to get the kids to make me a coffee. But then anyway, then I did go up to him and say, oh, I'm sorry. I just was like, that was the one thing I wanted. And I just done this post about how like, 2 years ago you couldn't even make me a coffee. So it was just like, I suppose in my head, I built it up to be
Built it
such a big
up.
deal.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, sorry, babe. And like, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the big boys came in. Rico comes in first with a card and throws at me this like package, and it's these fluffy socks.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, thanks. And then I realized
What
that
color? Like a
they're
cute
from Dan.
color?
They're from Dan. That he's got socks for the kids, like these fluffy, like slipper socks kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Called, can't remember what they're called. It was like a gimmicky kind of brand, I think.
Uh-huh.
Like anyway, so then,
You
so
look,
then, like,
Lisa's face is looking at me like waiting for me to react.
like Rico's card is literally a A4 white piece of paper folded, happy with pencil. Happy Mother's Day, Mum. And hi, Mum. Happy Mother's Day. I love you so much. Thank you for all you do. Just letting you know I'm going out at 9 a.m. Love you. And like then I'm like my little boys are in my bed so cute. Like they are loving on me. And Taina's singing. I love Taina singing. He's not a good singer, but
He
I
just
make
makes
him
up
sing.
songs,
And
eh?
he likes to sing songs. And I let him go on my Spotify for 2 songs. And I said that would be a really amazing Day morning for me. If you could just sing really loud and do like karaoke. He's like, okay. Anyway, I'm like, where's Louis? And there's like, oh, there, he's making you your card. And I was like, oh, okay. Because Louis has been on camp,
Oh yeah.
youth
Okay.
camp. But like, he did spend a few hours when he got home on his phone on Saturday night. Anyway, Dan comes in and he has some socks. He's got these socks on. And I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, I got LJ, you've actually got 4 pairs. So here's another pair. He threw a pair of socks at me. I, I was talking to Mum on the phone and she was losing it when I
So
was
Dan,
telling her.
so
Then
Dan bought himself socks and then got you.
he got a discount if he added on more. And then I'm like putting them on and
uh,
I'm like, oh, what size did you get me? It's like, oh, like,
men's.
I don't know. Anyway, I felt like they were a bit tight. And then Louis comes in an hour later with a piece of paper and penciled, like just a note with a pair of socks.
So how many pairs of socks have you got?
4. And then I realized that they're actual kids' ones because I looked at the ticket. It says he mucked up. So I don't know.
So you can't even wear them, they're not
Anyway,
comfy.
I took a photo of Dan wearing his. He didn't know that I took a photo and I sent it to Mum. And
Mum will be losing.
I had the I had the shush emoji, like don't tell. And she wrote me back. She goes, bless his heart, you wicked,
You
you
wicked
wicked
mole.
girl.
I've got sore cheeks.
Can you explain that picture I just showed you?
Oh, just Dan in his board shorts, they look like, but probably his jammy shorts and these thick, fluffy socks. Do you know what's funny?
I'd rather wear my slippers and
do
I
you know,
don't know what to do.
do you know what's funny? This is gonna make you pissed off. Mum told me this story.
Are you
Mum,
trying to laugh?
Mum told me a variation of this exact story last night. She said to me, she'll probably save it for the podcast.
Oh my God,
And here we
rude.
are. But I obviously wanted to straight from the horse's mouth. It was even better. But Mum was pretty much pissing herself telling me last night too.
So I went there anyway. I make my own coffee.
But I didn't
Fuck's
realize that
sake.
I didn't quite know that he'd like they threw these socks at you and you had like 3 pairs from each kid. So
And
why?
they're all in like each pair comes in like a mesh bag. And I saw the tag. That's how I know because one bag I haven't opened them all because they're the same, but they're different colors.
How many do you need? It's essentially a slipper, isn't
Well,
it?
you can wash them, I
But
suppose.
I do appreciate there's a need for them because one thing about Australia that I really don't like are just all the tiled floors. And
Anyway,
so I
oh,
rate the fact that you need them.
no, but like when I really checked the tag and it said kids, I thought, okay, well that's why they're a little bit small for me. And I think he's just really like we're both not very good at giving each other presents, to be fair. Like I always stuff up, he stuffs up. And I mean, I bought him birthday presents he's not even used.
So mum raised this story last night, sat at dinner, because basically Saturday night Nina was like, I'm so sorry, Mum. I just don't think Dad's bought you anything yet. Um, and so she raced to her bedroom. Wait, I might have something in my room.
Oh my
And
God,
she
to give you.
yells out, she yells out, Mum, do you like sparkly? I said,
Oh,
yeah. Mum, do you like green? Yeah.
mm.
Mum, do you like dolphins?
So what have you got? What did she give you?
A green sparkly sequin dolphin. I don't know where she even got it, but anyway, then Sunday, I had said to Dor weeks back, like, if you'd like, I'd love a Kindle, but otherwise, I'd love some pajamas. So yesterday we went to out for a coffee, and then he was like, come on, let's go buy you some jammies. And Mum was like, that is the way to do it in terms of gift giving. Like, otherwise you'll be like Lisa.
That's cute that
We're like,
he
I said,
yeah, I
but I
know.
said, but there's
It's
something
so bad.
but I do
No.
think, no, I do think no matter what you get given, the thought that's got, I mean, the fact they've pre-planned and thought, I think is really lovely, even if you get some fluffy socks. Who's that lovely bracelet from?
Carlos.
Yeah, see, and they go to this Mother's Day stall thing, or did he buy that elsewhere?
No, Mother's Day store. And Tana bought me a gold necklace with a little cross, which I haven't wearing today because of my outfit, but that was very cute.
Will you wear
But
that
yeah, I wore it
with
yesterday. It
some
was quite cool.
outfits?
Everyone like it's just like a gold chain with a little cross. It's
So
quite
do
cute.
people donate to the Mother's Day stall type thing?
They
That
get
they,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
that's a really cool idea.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So did you get some jammies?
Oh, moral of that story is we went into this cotton
Did
on
you
like,
say why jammies can I not get a Kindle?
no, he's never brought up the Kindles. Mum's like, oh, well, you'll have to get that for your birthday then. Um, I no, we went into Cotton On, and I ended up they were not cheap from Cotton On. Like I kind of thought, I thought Cotton On jammies would be reasonable, but they weren't. But anyway,
Do you ever go
gosh,
into like bras and things? I
yeah.
reckon they do
Well,
quite nice jammies.
I that's what I'd had told him. I said, go to Bras and Things in the Palms. There's some
Oh, I heard
cute
that's a
ones with
bit
hearts
too.
on them. Not hard,
Oh,
but Dorian was, he. This is what he does a lot: talk, 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 talk. Thursday, talk. Friday day, I'm out playing golf with the plumbers. Friday night, I'm at rugby at the Crusaders. Saturday day, I'm playing underwater hockey all day. And suddenly, so that's what I mean. I think it's really nice that there's some prep that's gone in. Bo
prep
did
that's gone on with who?
your husband in the
Yeah, but that's
socks.
that was unusual. I mean, I know, so I need to be like, thank you so much for doing that. I have to do that. I have to say that to him. I'll come
Yeah.
home today and put them on and go, thanks so much for these. I've kind of trying to wear them even though they're kid size. I mean, I do have small feet, but
It's
Um,
very cute.
yes.
I think it's nice. Anyway, yeah.
Louis, I was very ungrateful for my note, which I thought, then I felt guilty because he was like, look, you even gave your note. But like, I mean, well, I think oh no, I read it to Shah. I thought I had taken a photo, but I hadn't. Yeah. Oh, that's what Taylor also gave me because he thought he gave me the necklace, but he also gave me two face masks that he said I thought we could do it together. So we ended up doing that together too.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
Two aliens.
Um,
It's really cute.
yeah.
That is so
Mhm.
funny about the socks.
I did
Um,
get lovely messages on my cards, but I think when they were little, the little boys were really still making effort, but the big boys just don't really make the effort anymore.
yeah,
And
such
then
is
Rika's
life.
like, Mum, I tagged you on my Mum, let me show you something. And he had put up a story of Happy Mother's Day, Mum, love ya.
On what social media?
Instagram. And then
He has Instagram.
yeah.
When did he get Instagram?
Oh, a while ago.
And he has
But
an
he doesn't really.
account?
He oh the story's gone already. He's taken it down.
Legit, he's deleted it before it even expires because he didn't even want it on there. Do
He
you
just did it
think?
because all his mates do things like that. Yeah, I said that to Dan. He didn't even want to do it.
Has he
But
got a profile photo?
nah.
Oh my gosh, has he got 36 followers?
161.
So what's his?
Rico, no, I shouldn't.
Oh no, you
I'll
can't.
show you
You can't.
later.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sure.
Anyway, he's
Okay.
yeah.
That's
I do.
hilarious.
I started this podcast with like it's hard, like things are hard, eh? Like I think I just feel anxious about like teenagers and today when he goes off to school, I'm like, be kind, bye. I just feel nervous about the future and we were watching Carlos and I on the news last night about how Australia's going with the social media ban. And it's absolute, and there were these two women that were speaking that their kids had taken their own lives from a
Mm,
terrible
mm,
Snapchat sharing going wrong and just
mm,
bullying, online
mm.
bullying. And it just left me feeling so like worried about people and teenagers and social media because the how it's illegal here for well it's like it's
Makes no
not
difference.
no difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like everyone has a no, like Rico was banned from Snapchat for a while, but then he just got it back. Like it just you just can get it back. Like
Like
I
how?
don't know.
Yeah. That and that's the thing. Like the fact that you don't know as well is like clearly it's not super intuitive how you even manage this and for a parent. Like it's crazy.
I spoke to him about
Mm.
it. I said to him last night, hey, like if you look, Carlos and I were just listening to him. Carlos looked at me, that's sad, mum. I was like, it's so sad. Like, Carlos is super sensible. Like, it's funny because I have these four children, and my number one child is the one that I will always probably worry about
Mm.
because his personality is very different to the other three. Like, I don't know, the other three just seem to be, I don't know. I think, but then I don't know if it's just, I'm not sure. But
Mm.
Rico is I said, oh, if you got sent like a nude of like it, but an AI sort of, you don't know if it's real because that's the
Mm.
story. One of the girls that took her own life was like, it was an AI, like a fake nude of her. It wasn't even her, but it got shared around the community and then she just got, bullied. And I said, oh, you wouldn't share, if you got something, you just know that you can't share that on to people and like, but then when you are a child, 15-year-old, and you're in this big group and then that comes through, is then you crack up laughing and then you just do something without thinking about it. But he
Mm.
said, of course I wouldn't, mum. Like he's like, but that's why I want to like beat up someone that did that for, and he was telling me about someone has done that. And so he wants to beat him up now. I'm like, well, you're not
Mm.
going to beat him up. It's got nothing to do with you.
Mm.
So it's my friends.
Mm.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't like that. This is, I said to Dan last night, is it normal for teenage boys to like talk about fighting and stuff? And then I was thinking, I said, because my brother wasn't really a fighter.
Mhm.
And then I thought of my friends at high school and Dan knows some of my friends. He's like, he used to fight. He's told me. And I'm like, you're right. He did used to fight.
Yeah, I'd say
But
it
I'm
would
like,
be
I
normal.
hate fighting.
Mm.
And Rico knows I hate fighting, and he has friends that get into fights. And I'm
Mm.
like, do not get into a fight. I
Mm.
don't like fighting. I don't like violence.
No, horrible. Oh, what rugby game was I watching the other day? Was it the opening one at the stadium? And
Did
they
they
had
get
that
into a
big.
fight? It
Yeah, I
makes
think
me
it was.
sick.
Yeah, and I just think, gosh, there's been such a great lead up to this. You've done your things on the field. Like, why are you fighting?
There's
Stupid.
two girls that have been coming into our area where we live, like our little community, and they've been each weekend. It's happened, well, not in a row, but like over the last 6 weeks, it's happened three times, and it's the same girls that have come, and they're getting into fights, and they're like causing a muck. Enrico knows who they are and stuff, and I'm just like, what is going on there?
Mm,
Like.
mm, mm. Not good.
So I think
Um,
that's why I'm a bit anxious about like just the impending life ahead of us, eh? Like it just worries me. Social media is so hard for young children and alcohol.
yeah, I know. The social media piece, that's what I liked. There's a theme in Devil Wears Prada about the world we live in, right? About like really it has to be like full send on the clickbait or otherwise nothing gets a shoe in. And that guy made some comment about, spending millions and millions of dollars to create content on things that people just scroll past. And I sit and sometimes on the after school the kids will watch and flick through things like shows on YouTube, whereas in the like sometimes we only allow like the normal TV, right? And I kind of want to get them. It's never going to happen. They're 6 and 5, and this will obviously change. But trying to get them to not just watch something and 5 minutes later flick it on, and like have that ability to, she's Andy Sachs is writing these articles, and is anyone reading them? No, they're like they might engage, but they're not reading it. We need people to read it. Like it's such a shit reality of the current life that we live in.
It's funny, because I do think like you know that how I wrote that blog post thing for Mother's
Mm.
Day. I actually read that out to Tay, who's
Hmm.
my fourth child, who's quite bit more like Rico and like a bit more busy and a bit more like rips and bust. But he lay there and listened to the whole thing,
Hmm.
and I was like, that was really good listening. Like I'm so stoked that he did that, and he.
Mm. Mm.
Whereas if I tried to read that out to Rico, he would just be like, or even the others would be bored. But that whole quick, fast-paced stuff. Rico is 15, and I don't know whether, because obviously as a child, when he was younger, like 5, I don't think we did YouTube or anything like that. So I don't think it's been that's made him like, I think his personality is that he's
Yeah.
just
No.
like, well, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, sometimes I get conflicted because it's like the way of the world. There's all these short reels, videos, blah blah blah. I think it's good to have a balance. I think that as long as they can sit through watch a movie, which is what you're doing because you're monitoring it. It's not like they're watching short shit all the time.
Mm.
But I do wonder, like back in the day when mine were little, they loved Peppa Pig a lot, really a lot. And is that because it was only 5 minutes long each episode? Like I wonder if it's just, what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say is that they don't really care about us.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. That's a
I'm
great
really
segue because
Rico said
isn't
to me
he
last night,
topical?
why didn't you go to the Michael Jackson movie? Like, that's what you should have gone to, Mum. And I was like, yeah, well, my friends were going to the other one. But have you seen that one?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't, right? And I sort of like, I'm in a conundrum now after reading some stuff last night.
Oh,
I really want to see it. Our auntie has seen it twice already. Said,
oh,
pedophile or not, he is one of the greatest entertainers, artists of her lifetime, which I agree with, right? But yeah, last night I was just looking through stuff around this new family. Well, not new family, a family, the Casio or something. Basically his pedophile history. And it's come out in the days around this movie being released, that these kids grew up with him as like a bit of a father figure through their father. So they got invited to Neverland. I mean, even having like a ranch called Neverland, like that screams dodgy, to me. But I mean, anyway, the long and short of it is that these kids for 25 years, they're now obviously like past, adults. They've always denied him having any wrongdoing and denied any claims against him and abuse and stuff like that. And now they've come out and they're saying actually we were groomed to think that it was fine, but after another documentary on him, we now know we were very abused, you know. Anyway, Mum always said in the lead up to this film coming out, absolutely not, I will not see that. I will not like support that man type thing, No interest in seeing it. But she does say as well, she didn't grow up with the music as much as our younger auntie, her younger sister. Anyway, I'm in a conundrum because I too am like, yeah, they're right. Like this guy is so, and you can't say that he didn't do all this shit. Like so foul.
it's kind of weird that they're just coming out with it now, though. Like,
It is, and so their lawyer, the kids,
mm,
no, the kids' lawyer is like they never felt like they could come forward with anything, and they didn't know otherwise because they've been like
How many of them are there?
there's four kids or five of them, and
Mm.
four of them have spoken up about it, and they are like, we were brainwashed into thinking this was not
Well,
abuse,
that is what
which can
happens. I
happen.
mean, I've got a friend in the same situation like that. But like, hey, I'm still going to the musical with Rico, and I'm so excited, but I'm not really because I'm nervous that like,
No,
oh, but
it'll
I
be
think I'll
so
love it.
great.
And he
And
is so, I'm so stoked that he's coming with me because, as I said, out of the four boys, he's more of your kind of lad type, and he's just so pumped about it. And
yeah,
he was
he'll
asking
love
me
it.
last night, like, how many days do we got till we go, Mum? And so I think that's really fun that I'm taking him.
That will be fun. Moral
Because
of that
what's the
story,
plan?
yeah, is like, I mean, great music. We hopefully can just still celebrate the great music that that guy produced, you know?
Yeah, see, this is where I'm going to sort of try and just say a little bit ignorant with it and not read up on stuff. I'm just because I just want to enjoy the show, like which
Of
sounds a
course.
bit dumb, but like,
No, I
yeah,
want to go to the movie. Yeah.
it's a
It's
bit like
just
the COVID jab. I just did it without really researching it.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I do know. Um, I just
what were
posted
we
about
talking about? And then I actually started singing Michael
um
Jackson.
about the kids, something to do with the kids.
Oh, don't worry. Okay, what were you going to say?
Oh, I just posted a run with Nina yesterday. That was also a real highlight of my day. First highlight was going for a run with her. It was probably like nearly 3 kilometers that we did. And it was just a little jog. She sort of let me go first. Just go ahead, mum, and just kind of show me what you do, like how
That's
you
so
do it.
cute.
So I said, I just go like this, babe. Just jog, just chill. Because they're like only used to like sprinting and going full send, aren't
Yeah,
they?
that's really good training for her for when she does her cross country because she'll
Well,
know about what to do.
she said on the way back, I've got a fun run on Friday, Mum. I was like, oh, well, is it a fun run or is it cross country? Not sure. Are they being so PC that they're calling it a fun run? Because
Oh,
you
how
should win the
annoying.
it won't, you should win the fun run.
Make sure you find out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's cool. That's fun. My highlight was leaving the dinner and going via McDonald's and getting six
You
ice
said.
cream sundaes
Mm-hmm.
and them not knowing that I was doing that and then me coming home. And Rico was like, oh, yum, thanks, Mum. And then he was like, Mum, where were you? I cooked the barbecue for you. And I was like, yeah, no, I decided to go out.
Mm.
So apparently he came home because he was going to cook a barbecue, the coals and everything. He's very clever.
Mm-hmm.
And he came home at 5 to do it and I wasn't there. He's like, oh, I only came home to do this for Mum. But
Did
I
he do
said,
it
oh, well, it was
anyway?
nice. Yeah, he did. And I said, oh, it was nice for Dan to have him cook because it's hard for Dan to do it all. He gets
Mm.
tired. So he did that. And then the other boys helped clean up. So that was good. But I loved bringing home the ice cream sundaes. Like I would never normally do that. But a friend of mine was going via McDonald's to get some for her. She said, I had a craving last night for a chocolate sundae. So I'm going to get some and I'm going to bring she had three kids. So we both sort of convoyed into McDonald's and I ordered through drive-through 6 hot fudge sundaes, please. And then he was like, is that all? And I was like, yeah. And then the next one behind me was 5 hot chocolate, I mean, what hot fudge sundaes. And when I went to pay, he was like, oh, the girl behind you just got some too. I was like, yeah, no, we're friends.
What's the
I've
deal
got four
with, is
kids.
that what they're called? Hot fudge?
No, I
Is that a
said hot
flavor?
chocolate sundaes, please. But then it came out and it said hot fudge sundae. Yeah, it's the same thing. But he said small or large. I was like, oh, just like the normal one. Like,
Mm.
and then we had to go and pull over to the waiting bay. And the
Mm.
girls were like, we've just had an order of 11 Sundays. I was like, sorry, it's us.
In convoy, the
But that
Mars.
was quite fun coming in with the kids for and Dan, and they were all very excited. So that was a highlight because I think that as you go into Mother's Day, like you think everyone should do everything for me, but actually it's like if you have that mentality, as
Disappointment.
you get a bit disappointed. So I'm like, I'm gonna come home and finish the day nicely, and like Mum's gonna bring in, and it was a really nice way to finish.
This is the thing about days like this. It's like even like Christmas, it's meant to be like
Oh, it's
really
hard.
happy and great. And then in
Mm.
the end of it, it's a bit like all the same stuff goes on. My really good friend of mine texted me yesterday. It's also her birthday. She said, "Thanks, babe. Just been out for breakfast, and it was just as stressful as it is any other day. You know what I mean with their little kids.
I,
It's
w-
mm,
yeah, because of my outburst with the coffee thing, I was like, felt guilty for like Carlos, who gave me this most amazing card. and gift that I didn't give him. And so when I saw him 2 hours later at rugby, he came and sort of lay on top of me. I said, "Oh, darling, I didn't really give you much gratitude and thank you so much." "Oh, it's fine, Mum. It's just okay." Oh, can I read you what he wrote to me? He's so cute.
Please.
"Dear Mum, thanks for being the best mum ever. Thank you for taking me to every single training. I am grateful for everything you do. I love it when you always give me a back scratch and a massage. You are kind, caring, helpful, and you have a lot of perseverance. Love from Carlos. P.S. Mum, you are definitely the best. You are definitely not a pest. I love you more than all the poos and all the public portaloos. Your heart is full of love. You're as beautiful as a golden dove. This poem is from your favourite son. I hope your Mother's Day is filled with fun. Love from
Did he
Carlos."
just do that on his own, do you think? He's not into ChatGPT yet, is
Oh
he?
no, he would have done that on his own. And then yeah,
Yeah.
Tana's card was like so cute. It was like a lovely, lovely card. And then he did a verse that he had Googled, like a poem.
Quite amazing that he chose the word perseverance. Like, who is this child? Where did he come from?
Yeah.
Like, how does he know
Possibly
that?
Roger Mitzi.
Yeah, Tony, Roger. We were somewhere the other day and we were discussing how Karen, the name Karen, has its reputation, of people being called Karens, which is so mean to
Mm,
Karens of the world.
mm.
And then I've been seeing memes lately that Jessica is the new Karen
No,
name.
Jess is such a cool name.
Are
As
you, are
if.
you saying Karen isn't?
No, I love the name Karen too. I mean, that was
I'm
shocking when
joking.
the Karen came out because I've got a
Yeah,
really good friend called Karen, but
yeah.
she's spelled with a Y, so I think she's different.
Different. She's
Can
just
I
not.
just say that like I don't think I have got perseverance though? That's funny, eh? Like I've Googled the meaning perseverance is the continued determined effort to achieve a goal despite difficulties, setbacks, or delays. Like I don't think I have that. I think you possibly have that.
You walk and talk perseverance every day, you gronk.
Do I? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just because
Okay.
you what? Just because you don't run a marathon? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh,
This is something that has come up for me a bit lately. That social media, and I mentioned it last week on Instagram. Social media has not glorified, normalized, a sub 3 hour 30 marathon, normalized even doing a marathon. And it's annoying because it's not super normal, but that doesn't also mean that those doing the marathons are like elite people. It's just how people, different interests, different things float your
it
boat.
is really annoying though, eh?
Yeah,
Because
it
like
is.
I feel like my knees hindered me with my running. But once I get my knees sorted, does it mean I've got to go and bloody well run a half marathon and then I've got to run it? Because I don't really, it doesn't interest me, but I feel like a bit like a failure because I've not. Not a failure, but I don't feel like I'm as elite as everybody that's in that camp.
Yeah, which is a problem, eh? Like,
Kind
and
of.
well, and you can see how that applies to all sorts of things and
That's
how,
exactly right.
and even so much as a friggin' clean house, because I see the way people are I get it with people, the way they're so organized and have filing systems in their pantry. Like,
Hey,
ridiculous.
on that chat, a member of at a podcast listener wrote to me. I had quite a few messages on the off the back of last week's washing chat, and
What did we talk
one of
about?
we talked about just washing and piles and leaving it on the lounge and delivering it to their rooms and getting. Do you not remember? You
Yes,
said, yeah,
yes.
but one of the girls was like, who's got 4 children, was like, what I do is I get the oldest child's clothes and I just get a Sharpie, Vivid or whatever you call it, and on the tag you just put
Initial or something.
one, no, like a,
Mm,
you know how
order
you
of
know how
children
you no, not yeah, and then the second child has
is
got
two.
2 strikes, and then the third child has three, and then the fourth child has four, and you do that on each of their clothes. And so then the oldest one, when he grows out of it, you can just add a strike for two.
Ah, instead of actually writing the number one, number two, number three, number four, that was so
No, I
clever.
know. And I thought that's so clever, but I haven't done it.
But this is what I mean about people who are so clever at this kind of
You said you
shit.
could get your kids to like do it, give them each a Sharpie. I'm like, oh God. It's so funny, eh?
Some people just have like this is a strength of other people, of these like, yeah.
I know, so
tasks,
amazing. Like she said,
organization.
it's been a real game changer. I was like, yeah, that's amazing.
Do you think she's
So
got like big boss, big dick
what?
energy in the
Nah,
boardroom to go
I
with
don't.
that? You know what I
No,
mean?
I don't. I'm not sure.
But you
I'm
know
not
what I
sure.
mean? Like to be that good, like you've got to have those kind of brain things. You've got to like I don't know where they come from. Yeah.
I'll just tell you about the washing situation last night. There was so much on the couch because I had just done so much. And I said, oh, I don't want to fold this washing, Dan. It's just like, look what I've done though. I've ordered it all. I've got all t-shirts on over here. I've got all shorts here, and there's just all socks and undies there because that's the uniform in my house. It's shorts, t-shirts, socks, and undies. Okay. So he said, I'll just get the kids to get their own, which is what he does. He thinks that there's no point in me folding them. Just get the kids to go to the pile and pick out what's theirs. I said, that's fine, but there's always leftovers.
He has a point though, because you could just not do anything, do that, and then at least all you're doing is dealing with leftovers.
That's true, but it pisses me off because I'm like, they've all gone and got their washing, but they haven't because there's still stuff there.
So you could run it like a game show. First heat, get in there and get your shit, and then like, meow, meow, like three of you have fucked up. Come back for your second heat, disqualified. Yeah,
That's so annoying. Anyway,
that
who's
was
got the
lame.
energy for that?
That was lame. Moral of the story is four is a lot of kids. Um, yeah, I follow someone called Ballerina Farm. She's had about eight kids, and now that she's sort of having the eighth, I'm just like, she's also making. She's a bit like the book Yesteryear. She's making bread and she's making everything. I just think maybe she is Yesteryear. I just think, who are these people? How can they do this? How can they do that? You know,
I think like when you have baby after baby, the older kids really do stand
step
up
up.
and help. Yeah, they do. Like I remember when I had the fourth baby, it was so nice because we had a baby in the house, so the boys weren't as boisterous. The boys were, just a bit more like mindful. Whereas now there's no baby, it's all just like free for all. Whereas I do think I've got a friend, an acquaintance that's got like seven children, and her oldest is Rico's age, and he's just so lovely. Like he's cool, and he's just always got babies around, so he kind of helps. I don't know. It is quite a nice little.
Were they less boisterous, or did you have to go, shut up, the baby's sleeping? Like, do you
Nah,
think you've forgotten?
definitely. No, no. Oh, of course, I had to say things like that. But, as far as they're on the trampoline and they were a bit more gentle. Definitely. I thought that taught my kids about, I think my children are really good with babies and all my
Because they've had
kids.
the exposure,
I think so. Like, I think like they are all pretty cute and lovely with
the
any other
cousins.
younger child.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going on camp on Wednesday
Mine
with
will not have
Carlos's
that
class.
experience. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, yours, but I suppose for me, you've got Nina to rock, like as a sort of, this is very gender stereotypical, but she is more of a motherly type girl. And so Bo sees that as well. Whereas I've got just boys. So that's where it has been quite handy having other little kids around. And not, it's nice because I know that they're very good with babies.
Do you know, just side tangent before you go into the school camp thing,
No, I don't need to go into the school camp thing.
yesterday, late lunch or something, I just like made eggs and stuff and I served a plate and Dor was out doing shit. So he came in and I was like, here you go, happy Mother's Day, and gave him a plate of food just as a joke. And then he, got me in for a big cuddle and, oh, thanks, wife, like being like jovial like that. And then I was cuddling him back, but Nina just was like, Mum isn't liking that. I told Mum this last. There are things that Nina does. I was like, there's nothing wrong. I was in the cuddle.
Why were you not liking that? Dorian's a good cuddler.
I wasn't not liking it, but I just think just, she is very interesting the way she sort of just like looks. I just think she's always watching, She's always watching and listening. I just think it was like a reminder of
But
like,
why did
God,
she say that you didn't like it?
I don't know. Don't know. I
Did
was
you say yes,
looking,
I do?
yeah, I did. I
That's
just thought
so
I thought
strange.
it was an interesting thing of like, they're always watching. aren't they? I saw someone wrote this lovely comment on your post about something like the best thing you can do for your children is like show them how much you love their mother. Was it?
That's Dan the Carpet Man.
I know it is. And I told that to mum last night and I was like, he makes a point, eh? Like, I've never really heard that before. Maybe that's a common thing.
I have heard that before, but I was like, I read it to my Dan. I
Mm.
was like, that's a really lovely
In
thing to write publicly like that, eh? And he's so many people like it.
in theory, I mean, yeah. Anyway, okay.
Oh, it's quite cute because my kids are like, oh, Dad's doing lots better now, isn't he, Mum? Like, getting you the socks. He's listening
Teaching.
to you, Mum. Mm.
Mm.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm ready to go and do a wee, which I am so bad at doing.
Holding
Hold
on,
on and
eh?
hold on and hold on.
Mm.
Yep.
For your whole career as a mother, though, right? Still hasn't let that go,
Yeah,
haven't let that go.
not really.
I'm bad at it too. Okay. Have you got any kind of like, thinging bringing you joy?
Mhm.
Is that what it's called these days?
A
Sparkle spread?
sparkle spreader.
It wasn't the
Um,
movie.
well, I mean, I think lots of things bring me joy, even though I rabbit on about life being tough. I think, like, yeah, I suppose for me, I'm looking forward to going on camp because
How many nights is that? Two.
2 nights,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that's a bit of a privilege to go because they don't normally take parents. So that I'm just going because Carlos has a rugby tournament and I can drop him down after it. And they were like, why don't you stay? We'd love to have you. And I was like, are you sure you want me? Because parents don't go because it's a fully equipped camp where they have like, you know, chefs and they have,
Cool. Fun.
um, like teachers on the kid that what are they called? Instructors or whatever. Anyway, so my job is to be with the girls. So I'm in the like with all the girls. And yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That'll be interesting, won't it?
Well, I used to be a teacher, so I'm looking forward to it. I do like that kind of thing. So that will be my I'm looking forward. You know how sometimes joy can be looking forward to something?
Yeah.
I actually am quite looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I
I
worry about
was
leaving Dan alone for a few days, like with lots, because there's just lots on with the
lots
kids and
on.
after school and stuff.
Mm,
And I'll have to do a lot of organizing of getting picked up rides for them and that kind of stuff. But
mm, hmm I will say just my fortunate ability to go for dinner with mum last night. We had this delicious pizza. It was so yum. We chose this flavor that had anchovies and olives on it though. And I must admit, this morning when I woke up for box jam, and I swear to God, I've got like a salty face. Like I feel like my face
mm,
is
did
salt.
you? Yeah, that
Anyway,
sucks.
it was so yum in the moment and so yum. And then we're so full from our pizza and our fries. We're so full, and then we go to the cinema, and she just has to have an ice cream, like the world's biggest ice cream. I think I'm fascinated by those ice creams, the way they're so big, rolled
What
in
kind?
nuts.
Why are they so big?
You know those ones that you get at a movie, and they're like wrapped in a plastic bag and put in the freezer?
Are they big?
It
Are they
was
just one
huge.
scoop?
It was big. It was a big ball of ice cream
Yum.
covered in nuts and chocolate.
Is it yummy?
She had it. I don't want one. She just was absolutely in heaven. She
Did you not
was.
have one with her? That's
No,
mean.
I had a hot chocolate. That's my thing. I don't care for ice cream. I'd like. I would eat that if it didn't have the ice cream in it. If it was just chocolate and nuts.
Ah.
Yeah, but it was pretty fun going out for dinner
I
and a movie.
that was actually a highlight for me, leaving the home at 2:30 and getting home at 7. Like winning, you went out way too late. You were dinner at 6, movie at 7. I was meeting for the movie at 2:45, dinner at 5:30. So perfect.
Yeah, I did leave at 5 though.
Mm.
Got out of a good 2-hour shift.
I got out of quite a big out. I said to Dan this one, I think I'm going to do that every Mother's Day.
Yeah, good idea. Great. This is the thing. Does become like a bit of a thing. Oh, Mum was talking about it. Back in the day, in her day, it was a family thing. You all got together for Mother's
Well,
Day
you
type
had like a
thing.
family dinner or something, eh?
Yeah. But and I mean some people do, but also it is a juggle. And I don't know, I just think it's like a sign of the times. It's just like women are probably just doing more than they ever really did. I mean, they did a lot back then, but they are doing more now,
Yeah.
right?
One of my
So they need the thing.
Just on that note, one of my friends came for the dinner, not the movie, because she had her family come for lunch and
Mm,
his family.
mm,
And I was like, she said I had to take a bit of a lie down before I came to dinner because I was just like,
yeah.
oh yeah, that's hard, eh? Like,
Yeah. The
mm,
juggle.
mm,
And of like being a mother or having your mother or not having your mother or having your partner's mother, blah blah blah
mm.
blah.
I was so when I woke up thinking about, my friend who died 5 months ago, and I text, I really need to get the daughter's number, but I text, Louis' mate. I said, uh, mm, I said, love you, darling. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. I know today will be hurting. I know you can get through it. You are so loved. He wrote back, thanks, Lisa. I really appreciate it. Love you too. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Mm.
Like, he said that back. Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm like, oh my God.
I had just caught a snippet of a podcast with, was it with Stephen or Jay Shetty or someone like that? And the man, I don't know who he is, but he talked about losing his mother however long ago, like years ago, in his 20s or 30s or something, and he's like probably in his 60s. And he said, like, I'm still a mid-age, midlife man or whatever, still struggling with the grief of losing my mother.
Mm.
And he said, but I try not to like wallow in it because I do think, and I've heard this one before where like, what is it? Something like grief is like the receipts we pay for love type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And like you alluded, like you're lucky
I
to
know, like, we moan about all the
have
washing
love,
and stuff.
and you're lucky to have had the love of your mother or to have had your mother for X time. I mean, like anything, it would never make the grief easier, but I liked what he said about that. It's
Yeah,
like,
like with this girl, this mum that's died, she was just like so full of mum love. And so how lucky were the kids to have had that? Because some kids don't have that. But how shit that's been ripped away so soon, like it's so hard. And yeah, with what's so hard about parenting is the love you have for your child.
exactly.
Like
That's why it
that's
is
what's so
so
hard
bloody
about
hard.
parenting
Yeah, because you
because
care so much.
yeah. And I try and like show each child I care every day. Like Louis, I woke them all up this morning and then I heard Louis like when I left the room, Mom, back scratch. And so I went, pardon? And he's like, oh, quick back scratch. So I went back and sat down and scratched his back. And I'm like, I feel good that I did that. Like he goes to school knowing that mummy scratched his back this morning.
Mm. You are good like that. I feel like I'm such an impatient, like not very good mother. Like or like I'm definitely wired differently in a way. I don't know.
No, when they get older, you don't have much time for connection. You don't, it's
So when it's like
different.
offered to you,
So
you
you
take it
take
type thing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no way I could have gone like, no, like I had to take it because that will be probably the one thing today that we have together.
Yeah. 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 A bit
Do you know what
different
I mean?
too.
It's just different when you've got, even with like the little boys, I'll have more moments with them because they're just not 14 and Louis nearly 14.
Mm,
It's just different. Like
mm,
that, possibly in different personalities, maybe as well. Like Louis is not very needy.
mm,
Louis is really independent. So when he does need something, I try and give it to him.
mm-hmm,
Whereas Rika would want to sit with me and be back scratched all day.
mm-hmm. They all love a back scratch, don't they?
They love a back scratch and a head massage. Yeah. They're quite, yeah, they like touch.
Yeah.
All of my boys like touch. Funny, eh?
Yeah. You'd be the same.
I am the same.
Mm. Okay. And with that,
What did we talk about?
I'm not sure. We talked about eyes being hooded.
Oh, that's a pretty dumb chat, eh? That first sort of 20.
Soz guys. I think they've come to expect it. I bump into people regularly who are like just listen to the podcast. I'm like, oh, that's a little bit shame. But also really lovely, isn't it? You know, great. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for getting us into the top 10 chart every bloody week.
It is lovely. And I hope you know that to take what we say with a grain of salt. And you know, I actually really do like my eyes. I'm not actually like, I just was saying, I just notice things more as I'm getting on with this world, which
Yeah.
obviously is a bloody privilege because it is
Yeah.
denied to many.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't hate the movie. It was good, all right, but it just didn't leave me stimulated. Maybe I'm just super clever that I need really a lot more stimulation. Or there was just no smut in it, was there?
No, not an inch of it. Nope.
That's why I kind of I thought of you during that, just to circle back, which is real boring, but I thought you possibly might not have loved it because there was none. You like a
None of
book
that.
with a bit of romance.
It was kind of like
The
I
fashion
was,
was, and the cities were cool,
yeah,
eh? The
yeah,
made me want to travel.
Milan, yeah, fashion. I just like, oh, just loved so much of what she wore. Wow, so cool. Just love it.
I loved like the suit, the first sort of scene, and her like
Yeah,
walking
with some,
up, crossing the road,
yeah, I know. Black
like the baggy
vest
kind
and
of
a grey
pantsuit thing.
suit. I
Who
know.
wears that?
I
Like,
took notes. I was like, Roger that. I see how you've done that. Wonder, you know, not that I've got anywhere to go.
all right, see you later.
Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.